Well, hello everyone and welcome to this Buzzsprout tutorial where we'll be showing you how to start a podcast for beginners. Also, if you'd like to start up with Buzzsprout, you can use the sign up link in the description below and you get a $20 Buzzsprout credit when you upgrade to any paid plan. In order to begin, you'll need to get started with the button right here. You can click on this or click on this one, depending on what you want. Go ahead and verify that you're human, of course I am. And then right here it says get started for free, no credit card required, cancel anytime and no contract. We'll need to provide our first name and email and then click on create my podcast. So go ahead and do that. Then on this page it says create your password. We're going to be doing just that and then we'll click on create password. Then here it says your podcast is almost ready, which best describes you. So you're going to choose if you're a new podcaster or if you already have a podcast. We're going to choose I'm a new podcaster. And then it says podcast title, Jim's podcast, and you'll need to put in your podcast description. And it says here you can use 1 or 2 sentences that describe your podcast. So we're going to go ahead and write something in there. So here we have our description, and at the bottom here it says other podcast information like artwork, time zone, artist, and more can be updated anytime from your podcast info page. That's some information to take note of, and we're going to click on done. Let's start podcasting. Great, and on this page you can see we sent an email to the registered email address and you'll need to verify this email address to continue. We're going to make sure we do that just now. Then after doing that, you're going to click on upload a new episode. But before we do that, you can scroll down here. You can see the podcast setup progress, add a title and description. We've done that. And you have to customize your podcast artwork. And then you'll need to upload your first episode, submit to at least one directory, either Apple, Spotify, or the other options. And then you can upgrade for more features. So these are the steps, but let's just show you a few more. We're going to click on upload a new episode to show you what's there. So here it says you'll need to drag and drop an audio file here or choose a file. You can skip to upload this later, but when you do that, you can use the magic mastering. And this is a great tool that helps you to smoothen your audio and make it more professional. And the next, when you've uploaded your episode, you can go over to directories. And here are the directories. You'll need to complete this checklist to get your podcast listed in the podcast directories. We've done 2, and we need to add at least 1 podcast category, publish at least 1 episode, and upload an original podcast artwork. Of course, you want to make sure that you check your inbox to verify your email address, as that will be required to proceed in order to have your directories added. And the next, when you've done that, you can go over to stats. Now, after you've, of course, uploaded your podcast, this is where you get to see the stats of your podcast over time and cumulative. Now, there are more download stats which you can click on, but for now, of course, you don't have any podcast and you'd like to go ahead and upload your podcast. And over time, you can see some stats on the last 7 days, 30 days, 90, all time, and a custom field. You can go ahead and download it or print it for more analysis as you may wish. So these are the steps to follow if you'd like to start your podcast as a beginner. In summary, you'll need to upload your episodes, complete the checklist in order to connect to directories, and you can see the icons right here to Apple Music, Spotify, and a lot of them in order to have the right exposure. And then after a while, you can go over to your stats to see how well you're doing. And with these steps to follow, you'll be able to start your podcast as a beginner. Don't forget to sign up using the link below in order to get a $20 Buzzsprout credit when you upgrade to any paid plan. If you found this helpful, do let us know in the description below, and thanks for watching.